Hello, my name is Emery Service. I teach in the Department of Marketing at Auburn University. I'm also a PhD student at the University of South Alabama. The title of the paper I wrote for this conference is Ethical Leadership and Salesperson Job Performance, the Impact of Remote Supervision. So, what is remote supervision? Well, a situation where a sales manager is supervising a sales team whose members work in different physical locations. This is pretty common within field sales. However, sales teams are working remotely in ways we couldn't have anticipated a few decades ago. With the advancement of virtual communication tools and the proliferation of high-speed Wi-Fi, a remote salesperson only really needs to visit the corporate office when face-to-face collaboration is required. So, what are some common challenges of remote supervision? Well, you have communication problems from time to time. You can have a lack of trust and team cohesion. Sometimes conflict management arises. And the focus of this paper, ethics. Several ethical perspectives must be considered in a remote work environment. For example, pace and high demands can sometimes drive employees to take part in unethical behaviors, especially if they're fearful of losing their jobs. If they're remote, and are they more tempted to lie to potential customers to close a deal, or perhaps exaggerate their sales forecast? This leads us to the primary research question of this proposed research project. How does a sales manager's ethical leadership influence the behavior of his or her sales team where the sales manager works in a different geographic location? When sales managers utilize an ethical leadership style, they are perceived as worthy targets for emulation by employees. In turn, their perceived worthiness of being followed serves as a motivational force for influencing outcomes and behavioral performance. A sales manager who provides an example of what they want to see will help improve the adoption of ethical practices for those on the team. However, if the sales manager is not physically present because they are working in a different location than those on their sales team, how will subordinates observe a proper example of ethical behavior? So, some implications of this research project. Successful managing a remote sales team can offer huge benefits, but meeting the associated challenges takes time, practice, and patience. The basic principles of sales management still apply, but when problems occur, it's not as simple as getting up from your desk, walking down the hall to get clarification face to face. So sales managers need tools, they need strategies, and methods of engaging their employees and encouraging their team to hit their targets. Taking steps like creating very clear documentation and standard operating procedures and ensuring employees have a way to easily communicate with each other, with their sales managers, and with their clients are key to succeeding with a remote workforce.